People do have these problems, disabilities, emotional, physical, anything like that, that we need to focus on reality, like a real story here, people's personal stories, and that can get more of a meaning and message out to the viewer that could be suffering from these sort of problems themselves. I wanted to make movies because I always had a creative imagination, really. I always wrote when I was even before getting into filming. I always wrote stuff, I always drawed stuff. Knowing that I was different somehow, and I always knew I had something peculiar about me. I didn't know till I was about 17 what exactly it was I had. I was having just a conversation with my mother and she just told me that's it. I'm like, oh shit, like that's what I have now. I'm glad I know that, but like I'm still shocked. So I went into the spiral of like, it was just like a bit of a downfall I had because I was just trying to figure out who exactly I was. My brother-in-law showed me Peter Jackson's movies and I saw a lot of myself in him in a later life. I read his autobiography and it's just explained he's a young fella from a small town, and I thought, why can't I do that as well? That's what I really admired this guy. He just went out and did it. He just loved movies his whole life and I always had a love for them myself. I thought, I could work with something about myself. Originally it was a documentary, then I come up with the Mr. Joe idea. And I thought, it would be good to like get my story out there and like try to connect it with other people.
Jared and I, we both have Asperger's, but we've had very different experiences with it. Like, because I remember when I first saw the script, it's like he'd based it on his own life story and it sounded so totally different to mine that I almost didn't recognize the condition.
Described as short film, Mr. Joe, about a young filmmaker with Asperger's who using his disability to his advantage. So I had heard prior that he had Asperger's as well, but when that happened, I didn't think of it. Like, I thought, I've worked with him before and he's done a heap of acting before, that'll be great.
Actually, one of the harder roles I've played, I think, because Asperger's is a thing we have in common, but he's so different in every other way that I sort of had to, even though I was working, playing a character with a condition that I have, and yet so different from myself.
I think having him on board and also having the disability, they work together because not only is he a great actor, but he was doing a character, but he can also relate to the character.
I definitely felt like what we were making was an important film to make. I think it's important that people with Asperger's are represented in a favourable way in the media. I feel like it's good that we're making a film that shows that these people can actually be, that they're intelligent, successful, very driven people. They always have like maybe one or two things that they're passionate about, and they're really passionate, almost to like an obsessive level about that thing. And so my biggest passion's always been acting. Jared's is obviously filmmaking, and they're both things we pursue to almost obsession, and because we both go for it so much, I think it increases our chances of succeeding in the field.
We started the film festival with the idea that we might be able to engage people to help us in a mission, to do something that we believe in quite passionately, and that's break down the barriers that prevent people with disability achieving their maximum potential and fulfilling their own employment dreams and career aspirations.
Came across Focus on Ability stuff and I just thought, this time, this part of my life is very important. I've got to put that in, I've got to express it somehow,
Anybody that is open and intimate with their life experience is going to draw viewers in. And there's kind of two stories in the film. There's, we made a film, yeah, you go us. And then there behind it, there's the why. And the why has the potential for tragedy in it. So it's riveting. It's a riveting film around a subject that's sometimes almost seen as taboo. You know, oh, should we be watching as we're giving an insight into the intimate details of this man's life?
Yeah, it is a tough 5 minutes for me to watch, but it's a joyful experience for everyone else. And this is the pinnacle moment of my life where I was so lost, distraught and heartbroken and just confused about everything that was the only, that came down to the only way I could tell it was through film.
Judge's choice, best open entrance short film, Mr. Joe, Jared Hargreaves.
To start off, it was like probably a couple of weeks beforehand. I got the call saying that I'd been selected, been nominated. And I'm like, oh my God, wow. I didn't know how to take that really. And they're just like, oh, prepare your speech and everything. Then when it came closer to the time, like obviously, I did write a speech, but I never learnt it.
I did write a speech, but I honestly wasn't thinking I was going to win, so I didn't bother learning it.
So when I'm sitting there in the audience, seeing all this stuff, all this great stuff happening on stage, all these amazing people talking, all these wonderful musicians performing, I was like, oh, there's no chance in hell I'm going to win this.
Well, I proved myself wrong there. Just want to thank Nova and Focus on Ability for doing such an amazing thing here, showing everyone that we can just do anything we set our minds to and don't let anything get in your way or stop you.
The winner will receive a film and television training course in Los Angeles, courtesy of TAFTA USA, including flights and accommodation.
Excited about LA, moving ahead, traveling Australians in film, meeting the judges, getting mentored. Talk to me about it.
I've never been overseas, so hell yes, I'm so excited. I look forward to seeing what LA can bring, and I'm looking forward to the foods and the movies.
You'll never guess the places that I've been. You never guess the places that I've been. Cause everything is like a dream, yeah, but only in that dream that I live in. I'm never gonna let the day begin. Never gonna let the day begin. Cause everything is like a dream, yeah, but only in that dream that I live in. Oh, don't wake me up before you go, and I'll just make this bed my home. Oh, darling, please just let me sleep. Give me my dreams.
It did get very difficult, like just not knowing who I was, like not knowing if I ever be what I want to be because of this disability.
You need to be really aware around the issues that we take for granted but aren't right. It's not right to be excluded. It's not right that people with disability are more likely to be in poverty. It's not right that their employment figures are only 60% of their non-disabled peers. It's not right that they don't get the same job opportunities, and it's not right that we keep them out of so many other things where not only could they participate, but they should be participating, and film and TV are one of those.
Like after my struggles, I did take initiative. I kept making more movies, just what was making me happy, and it's the only thing that really makes me happy is making movies, because like I really didn't think I deserved to be around, because I thought I was just like an outcast, honestly. But seeing it now over the past couple of years and seeing where I've become, it's just like I always had this dream, and I just seeing all of this and in this stage of my life is great, because I've overcome everything and I've accomplished what I wanted, and I want to keep accomplishing regardless of my disability, because no one's perfect. Even, yes, might have the disability, but no one else is perfect either. No matter what, have your dreams, focus on them and just go for it. Doesn't matter if you have a disability, for Christ's sake, just do it. It's very important to have stories like Mr. Joe and any other participants in Focus on Ability, because yes, everything can be tough, but nothing should stop us pursuing what we want to do, because myself having autism, I could be like just pushed aside, like I couldn't make these movies or anything like that, but hell, I can, and I proved that, you know?